I'm gonna plug this in, but if not, we can just do like a quickie chat.
When will this?
It's gonna be if it's like a funny snippet or something, I might put it on my social media. Other than that, I might group them together and put them on like a sort of like recapping podcast of AVN interviews.
I feel really short.
Should I move? You want to sit in this chair? I'm interested in this
You'll
chair.
feel short.
I am short, but you have an awesome outfit that I feel like the people need to see. Yeah.
I just don't want to.
This is wild. The difference of this. This looks like oh my goodness. What if I sit on the armrest? Okay, that's not bad. Okay. Oh my god. It never occurred to me how the stark difference between. I might have to reevaluate my chair situation. Okay. I love this outfit so much. Tell me about who are you wearing? What is this? Where do you get your clothes from?
This is Fashion Nova.
Oh, and everybody, this is Kit Mercer. You are nominated for what this year?
I'm nominated for Hottest Newcomer, and I was also nominated for XBiz's Best New Starlet.
Ooh, how long? This is probably a question everybody asks you, but real quick, how long have you been doing it for?
I really started shooting the very end of March, April. So we're coming up, 8-9 months?
Wow.
Almost 9 months.
Only less than a year.
Less than a year.
And you're already up for awards.
It's really, really cool. It's a huge honor.
Is it
so exciting?
Is it kind of like rocking? Is it like, I don't know, not that you're getting, do you feel like your confidence is getting more so because you're like, wow, I just started and I'm getting all these awards, I must be fucking awesome?
Yeah, I think I'm staying really grounded. I'm a pretty humble person anyway, so it's hard for me to just let my head get really big. It is getting a little bigger maybe, or I'm getting taller. I don't know, something like that. I take it all with a grain of salt, but when I hear it from people in the industry, that's when I start to take note. And I just worked with Dillian Harper.
I love Dillian.
Yes, and we had a great time. And she was just saying, how great of a reputation I have and how excited she was to work for me. And so hearing that, someone like her that's been around the industry forever, is already hearing good things about me.
Yeah,
that's awesome. And then obviously this Hottest Newcomer is a fan nomination. So
right.
They pre-nominated me, they recognized me, and that's hard because the industry has so many hot newcomers, so many people breaking in.
Who do you like that's maybe on your, not on your level, who's also starting out that you've noticed, or maybe anybody who's maybe underrated or not?
Well, someone that I think is just probably gonna explode this year is Savannah Six. She's a cute, spunky, newcomer with just a great personality. Gabby Carter and Autumn Falls were both recognized. And I think they're really cool. I would love to work with so many of those ladies, but Savannah and I actually worked with Vanessa Sky for Girls Way, and that was their first release of the year.
Wow.
Yes.
What do you love most about what you do?
I think I love getting to do something that I really enjoy and I'm passionate about, and having it bring pleasure to other people and having them enjoy it.
I was just talking to somebody and she was talking about when she does a Snapchat show, she's it's wild. You're wow, 3,000 people are masturbating to me right in this moment. Do you think sometimes for you it's about do you feel validated? Does it make you feel confident? Is it does it make you feel powerful?
Maybe, I don't know about validated, because there are, there's a lot of negativity that comes in too. So I wouldn't say that anyone doing this should do it if they're seeking validation, because you're going to get so much criticism too. But it's definitely, helps you maybe connect more with your sexual power. I've always been really sexual, but I'm really coming in more to
Expressing myself dominantly. What's your sign?
Well, I'm a Leo.
Oh, girl, that is such a Leo thing to say. I was like, I'm getting Leo vibes from this chick. Let's confirm. I looked up Brittany before, and she's a Scorpio. I'm a Scorpio. Our birthdays are one day apart. I meant to bring up astrology because it's a passionate topic to me.
Oh, I love it. And so my sun and moon are Leo, and my rising is Scorpio.
Yes!
So I am in the right place.
Yeah, so like the strength and like the darkness and the freak aspects. When you say there's a lot of negativity in the industry, where is that negativity coming from?
Within the industry, I think it's maybe coming from people that might not want to be here anymore, or might not have wanted to be here in the first place and just kind of found themselves and haven't been able to find their way out, or another.
Other actors, like other people who are in it.
Actors, crew, like.
Wow.
Because, I mean, just think about it. Like, if they're not enjoying what they're doing, then it's definitely hard for them to be positive and bring good energy on set and be excited. And I find, like, the best sets to be on are the sets where everyone wants to be there and likes what they're doing.
And you can feel that energy.
Feel it, especially as a performer. Like, yes, absolutely. Like, and then, you know, I love working with crews that, like, I've worked with before, or they know me, or they like me. Like, that's really great energy too.
Do you ever, like, I'm imagining if, like, I was in porn, I think if I saw the crew, like, getting turned, I know everyone's supposed to be professional, but if I saw the crew, like, kind of looking at me and getting turned on, I think that would give me such a rush. Like,
yes.
I think I would be like, Fat Joe over there is going to definitely spank it to me tonight. And then you see him, like, taking off his wedding ring, he's going, ooh.
No, I love that. I actually do. And that's like the pervert in me. I mean, I'm a huge exhibitionist, and I love, I definitely feel just a different energy as soon as the camera comes on, or if I used to do, like, lots of things in, like, sex clubs, swinger clubs.
Girl, me too. I went to the first time I ever went to a sex club, and the first time you went, didn't you think it would be, like, eyes wide shut, and then you get there and you're like, oh, everyone here's gross. You're like,
yeah, there's some hot ones for sure.
I guess I haven't gone to the right ones, but I just went to a couple in New York. Yeah.
We can talk offline.
Okay, cool. Yes.
Some of the best ones are in New York.
Which ones do you like in New York?
I like Not Safe for Work. That's my favorite.
Okay, is that the one in Brooklyn, or is there a different one?
Yeah.
I've been there. I actually went there to do a comedy show, which I was like, nobody was really hooking up. I was like, I wonder if the fact that there's comedy going on is, like, killing everyone's boner, because I was like, there also wasn't a microphone. It was like,
yeah. And SFW actually is what they're called, but I think they try to do, like, social things. They try to have like different nights. So there's definitely nights that maybe cater to, like, newer people that just want to feel it out and like aren't more comfortable. So maybe that's kind of what one of those nights was.
How do you express your exhibitionist side outside of work?
Gosh, you know, not as I've been, like, so much more tame.
Not as much as you would have liked.
Work,
yeah.
Now that I'm doing porn, than I was before, which is crazy.
It makes sense because you have to balance. You have to, like, rest up and self-care, and then, you know.
I also just feel like, I don't know, if I got in trouble, like, now I'd be like, porn star Kit Mercer caught for nudity, or having sex on a hike, or whatever, and then be like this big thing, and I don't want to, like, have to pay for.
So you worry about, like, how it affects your image.
Whereas before, like, I think, you know, I just would have apologized, and that would have been it, you know, and now I'm like, I feel like they're going to throw the book at me because I have sex on camera. I must be a bad person, like, it's crazy.
What's the most fun scene or fun scenario that you've shot since working?
Such a tough question.
Who's been the most fun guy or girl to work with?
So many fun, but I just worked with Cherie DeVille
earlier
this week for Girlfriend Films.
Ooh.
And she's, like, very warm and bubbly. Same thing with Scarlet Sage, actually.
Oh, yeah,
and that was one of, like, my maybe, like, first girl with some acting, where I kind of played, like, a mommy role. And that was definitely new for me, and she's just so spunky and fun, so she really helped me, like, bring out.
Was she the first girl you went down on camera?
No, because I shot for Girlfriend Films quite a few times.
Was it ever, because I've had a bunch of threesomes, and I think back to like, the first time I had to go down on a girl, I was like intimidated. It's like weird because you're like, well, I have these same parts. Like, I know what feels good. Like, was there ever a moment where you were like, oh, like, I don't know if this is, how this is going?
Definitely. I still feel like, my sexual prowess with women or skills, like, can always use improvement, because that's what's fascinating about women is, like, we're all shaped differently.
Yeah.
Like, kind of similar, but, like, every pussy, vagina.
Yeah,
like,
sometimes
unique,
sometimes I'll look at, like, I'll get jealous of Asian girls. I'll be like, they're so tidy, like everything's tucked in like a little Marie Kondo, like folded, tank top. Just like, I want, not that mine's a mess or anything. I mean, like, it's okay, but like sometimes
they're all different.
Yeah.
And then, like, me, I have, like, labia, and it's almost like a butterfly or something. And before porn, I thought, like, oh, maybe that's, like, weird or not normal, because I'd never, like, had that many experiences with women. I'd only had, like, a few, like, really intimate ones.
Yeah.
So then once I got in porn, like, fans started commenting on it, and I was like, oh, it's actually something that there's, like, an audience for, like
positive comments,
type,
like oh, we like how that must feel really good to hear. Like, oh, I like how you're. I think I was dating an artist guy once, and he was like, your pussy's beautiful, and I was like, oh, not everybody's seeing it. I can't put it on MySpace, but I mean, I'm not old enough to know what MySpace is. What are you talking about? That's really cool. Is there anything like on your to-do list? Like, oh, I want to do this kind of a scene or work with this person.
So much. There's so many. Yeah. And I feel like I'm just going to leave one out if I start mentioning them.
Is there anything you won't do?
Well, to date, I haven't done like anal, blow bang, gangbang. But I really want to start expanding more and maybe doing some anal soon.
Yeah,
so
that's good.
That is good.
Have you ever done DP, which has nothing to do with director of photography? I learned it's like, you have one in your cooch and then one in your butt. And I was like, oh, what if they touch?
Not on camera.
Yeah, not on camera, just in life. I have never hooked up with a guy who was like that secure enough that they would be okay with like another dude being around. Yeah.
It's it usually works best like if they're comfortable with each other, like if they're friends. Yeah.
And drunk.
Yeah, if they initiate it, like it's funny, I worked really hard to have like my first boy girl threesome like happen in real life. I was like, I'm ready for it, I want it. And there were these like two young boys like dressed to like
how old
at
were
this
they?
Event. I don't remember exactly.
I remember my first one, I think they were like 24, 25. Like they were young.
Yeah.
Like, and obviously as we're hooking up, I'm like, these are, okay, they are not. They don't know what the fuck they're doing yet.
They were young to the point where like one had never had a threesome and one had had one. So they were very inexperienced.
Yeah.
And then literally that same night, I like stumbled into my second.
In the same night?
In the same
yes! That's
and I was
great.
Like, you gotta be shitting me. I worked so hard earlier today to make this happen. And
you
then
manifested it.
Like, yeah.
Yeah. You're like, you brought it into your universe.
So
that's
I like
so
a four-cock
neat.
day.
I love a four-cock day. I would love a four-cock day. I think in like when I was single, maybe I had like a two-cock day. That's I mean, which that doesn't sound very impressive now.
But everyone's coming from their own starting ground. So.
Yeah, that's so neat.
Yeah.
What do you think your biggest fear is, or like, what do you think your biggest like obstacle is, like in terms of your career or yourself?
I don't myself like generally like I have a tendency to be really like driven and
Leo-esque.
Yeah. So I mean, I try to just take strategic breaks and pauses and time to enjoy what I'm doing and live in the moment, be present.
Let's see. I had like some rapid fire questions. I was asking some some girls yesterday, like, who has the best tasting cum of anybody you've worked with so far.
Oh, that's so tough. No, I can't even.
Can you do a top 2?
No. No.
Top 3?
Jeez, you just went.
I'm just so curious to like hear if this one guy is like in that group.
Who's his name?
Seth Gamble.
I have worked with him. He is pretty tasty.
Yeah, he said he's like, I don't really do anything special. Like, I don't eat a lot of fruit or anything. He's like, I'm just a tasty motherfucker.
No, he's tasty for sure. And I think him being sober makes him tastier too.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I've heard that from other girls too, like just friends of mine. Like if you, like, my friend Karen was like, yeah, she's in AA, so she doesn't drink. And she's like, the guy I'm hooking up with now, like, says I taste really good. And she's like, it's because I doesn't drink. And I was like, wow, like that is enough reason for me to like maybe stop drinking. I'm like,
especially beer. Like I find I can like taste beer, which is cool if I'm like looking for something salty, I guess.
Do you like have things that
generally like not the most erotic of scents?
Like you see a guy at the bar drinking a beer and you're like, oh, do I have a salty craving?
Yeah,
today?
exactly.
Yeah.
Peanuts or cum.
How do you deal with like negativity and stress or like negative comments?
Well, negativity and negative comments, I just kind of let it go, you know. I try not to even like look at it a lot of times. Like, you know, I'm obviously on my social and see it, but if I see something, it's just like, I know like that's meant to like get some type of reaction or coming from like a place of someone that's like really hurt or sick or lonely or just like thinks that that's going to get them some attention from a porn star.
Nice.
I hate saying porn star. It's so
really
weird. Yeah, because outside of the industry, we're all called porn stars. But like within the industry, like it's almost like the porn star title like is like a status or a level that you like reach, like you earn by like, you know, so many scenes.
So it feels
so many achievements.
That scene, it feels like, do part of you feel like, oh, I haven't earned that title yet?
Totally.
Yeah.
And I don't like ever want to put down any of my peers by like giving myself that title. So I'm like kind of.
You're so humble. Yeah, you're good. It doesn't seem like you have like, you know, you're not like cocky or anything. But it's like, it's interesting though, because like when I first started doing comedy, I was like, oh, like. It did take a while before I was like, no, I'm a comedian.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. I was wondering too, because I was like, I feel like actors and you know, they can just kind of, it's like you're in one movie and all of a sudden you're an actor. But
yeah, when it's like, no, I'm going to see you bussing tables literally this weekend, you know.
Which I have. Like,
oh, yeah,
a lot of
like
actors will hit us up and you're like, oh, wow, like, you're struggling more than I am, and you know, in the adult business, so I chose the right line of work. It just might not be something that everyone agrees with or appreciates.
Have you ever had a day job while you were doing this?
No, I just kind of went full throttle into this. My shooting schedule's been so demanding, and then you talk about like taking care of myself and like dealing with the negativity. So when I'm not shooting, you know, I can like just kind of tell when I need to take time for myself, and I try to do that. And then like things that I enjoy, and I think it's great because this is something that I enjoy. So
what do you like to do like in your off time? Like, if you're not, like, sleeping.
Yeah. I do a lot of yoga. I meditate. I like hiking.
Do you ever do Bikram?
I do Bikram, yeah. I think, like, all yoga is, like, if you're doing it properly, will generate heat. So Bikram is kind of, like, just a little bit of a trend, but it's cool because
got a lot of bad press recently. So,
yeah, on Netflix. For good reason, because I guess like there's a lot of power that comes from our sexuality, and I'm really into yoga, so like it's messed up when people kind of abuse that and take advantage of that, whatever kind of guru it is, and whatever, you know, line of work or area or industry. Like, have you ever had to deal with any of that in porn? Like maybe somebody in a position of power who like stepped over a line because you're so new. It's like, are you not? You know, maybe you feel like, oh, I'm not equipped to deal with this person. Or well, what makes it difficult about porn is There's lots of people behind the scenes that are important, but maybe don't have like a public persona. And if you haven't worked with a certain company, like you might not know who everyone is or what everyone looks like, but you have so many people trying to pretend like they're somebody.
Wow. Yeah.
And that you need them in some way. So that makes it difficult. And there's actually been times when I've, like, because it's been in my DMs or something, I've had like a normal director kind of like reach out to me about shooting me and just not checked it, because as soon as one of my first scenes came out, like and I had my DMs open and they just got flooded, and so I couldn't, like, there were so many fans like, hi. Smiley.
Hi. Eggplant squirt. Actual dick pic. Yeah. Gotta turn these off for a while.
I was just like, I don't have time for this. Like, I need to focus on work, and miss those opportunities early on, which definitely
that's so
feel
annoying.
bad. It is annoying, because it's like, they're almost like, and XBiz has this, and I think the industry is trying to do more of, like, you know, with AVN Stars doing their Mixer, more social events for industry people, so that we can, you know, network and know each other
and get a cell or an email, and then you're not just like, I have to comb through your DMs, like look through like 100 dick pics and be like, oh, this dick pic's from a director. No.
Yeah, it's tricky.
That's cool though. Mm-hmm. Where are you from?
I'm from Chicago. Now I live in LA though.
Nice. How do you like LA?
LA is an adjustment. I don't know how long I'll be in LA.
Pizza's not as good.
The pizza is not as good, but I love New York pizza.
Oh,
I like the thing
anytime. Yeah, I love it too.
Chicago.
It's more like a casserole.
East,
it's like deep dish. It's like the last time I was in Chicago, I stayed at this place. I forget the name of the hotel, but I'm not going to go back there because it was lame. And it was a couple blocks from Lou Manotti's, and then I ended up going there like twice because I loved the pizza. It was like, ugh.
Yeah,
I mean, it's like you feel like a fat fuck after you eat it, but you're like,
right
it's
around
so
the
good.
corner from me.
Oh, wow. Oh, cool.
It was dangerous living in Chicago.
Do you think
everyone's like, how'd you lose so much weight? I don't live in Chicago, and I have lots of sex.
What, if you do have to, like, has anyone ever said, like, oh, you got to lose weight for a shoot, or they try not to?
Well, before I got into the industry, I contacted some agents. One agent that I was talking to hinted that I might want to lose some weight in my stomach area.
How'd that make you feel?
I mean, it was good. It was kind of like a good wake-up call, because he didn't say it, like, disrespectfully. Kind of said it more as like a power play. It seemed like at the time, to be honest. Because
if you want to do well in this industry or something like that.
Yeah, like just because I think a lot of girls and women in the industry or wanting to get into the industry might have like some self-esteem issues or body issues.
Yeah.
And if you do, hearing something like that kind of puts you in a place of like insecurity instantly. And I don't even know if the person, you know, that I had this conversation with realizes that, or if that's just like him speaking what comes to his mind right away without being sensitive. But
so he could have been more sensitive.
I don't even think. I mean,
he wasn't even thinking about
there's
it.
so many people that are just like business oriented in the business.
Like,
and
I'm straightforward.
Not necessarily, yeah. And I think a lot of performers, you know, some disassociate and are unhealthy, but for the most part, a lot of us are like very empathetic and very like in our feels. So
yes, yeah, like comedians too. We're so insecure. Oh God, I mean, we might be the most insecure people on the planet.
Yeah,
and it's like we're on stage, like please laugh, you know.
I've been talking to quite a few comedians and people in entertainment about that. Or
anybody I would know? Lately. Any like New York people?
No, it's more like more
LA people.
All
right, I'm going out to LA in March. I'm going to do Kill Tony, which I'm really excited about, at the Comedy Store with Tony Hinchcliffe, because it combines my two favorite things, roasting people and crushing young comics' dreams. Are you familiar with the show? It's like someone will do like a few minutes, and then like there's a panel of people that like roast them.
I love roast.
But then they like, no, I love it too. Oh my God, I like it.
Julia Ann just did one this year.
Oh really?
Yeah, in the spring.
They're fun.
For her birthday, I believe.
They're fun, and they were really popular a few years ago. It was like a huge trend. There were so many on Comedy Central. But it's good. Like, the fact that you say that just shows you have, like, like a good sense of humor, and you know, like it's what makes you tough. It's like I think it's all part of being a Leo. You're just like,
yeah.
It's weird.
True.
It's like this balance of like you're in this thing where you can be understandably so vulnerable, and like your self-esteem could just like you're doing like such a hard thing, and it's like it's not only acting, but you physically have to feel like you probably have your shit together all the time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like if I'm off, it's like, okay, I need to take some time off work because I can't have that like I can't bring that on set, or I can't, have the audience like feeling or seeing that, like, so taking care of myself has really like almost become my main job, because if like I'm not doing that, then no one's going to want to watch me. And I think the people that really succeed and thrive in the adult people industry are the people that are comfortable with that, and they feel like maybe more powerful or stronger, like being vulnerable, like being exposed. They love, being nude, or
like really embracing it.
And like expressing their sexuality is something that's like empowering to them. Those are the people that you just see kind of grow and go up and up,
Yeah, because it's like, how can you possibly hold back, like, in doing what you're doing?
Yeah.
So after that industry guy said that to you, like, how did you go about losing the weight?
Well, so the reason I didn't like take offense at it or anything is because it was true, like it was a goal of mine to get a little bit healthier. I always feel better when I'm healthier. I know thick is like super in, but like I still have my curves, and I just have more energy, like being healthier. So moving to LA actually made that quite a bit easier, because it's a healthier culture there.
Everybody's like probably sharing tips or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever feel like you like went to an extreme or something? Like I one time did the master cleanse, which is like for 28 days I drank nothing but this concoction of like cayenne pepper, lemon juice, it was like water and maple syrup. And that's like a month of like not eating real food. And honestly, it wasn't worth it at all. Yeah. Like I barely dropped anything at all. I think I've been on like literally every fucking diet like possible. Did you try one, like a specific diet, or you just like made anything like real specific? I'm really just asking for me, because I'm like, I have a bathing suit trip coming up, and I just want like this gone.
So I would say I've tried like a lot. I actually used to do like fitness competitions.
Oh, wow.
And stuff.
Cool.
So, and like fitness modeling. And so like I've kind of done that extreme. I've done like a marathon. I've done a lot of like crazy things. And I'll try anything once. It's kind of like my attitude, as long as it's not something that like
it's
really harmful to yourself. But so I have tried it all, and I do some things that like might be extreme to other people, and they're really normal to me, because I've always been like really into health.
Like you just want to get there. Like I feel like probably cutting out bread is probably a big one, not drinking.
But the big thing is like kind of finding your way to that equilibrium, like listening to your body, like, what it's telling you, like how it feels, and not feeling like you're depriving yourself of something, and definitely like if you can cook for yourself, that's always going to be better than eating out. Lots of water, lots of fiber.
Never say that. The water, I never drink enough water.
Yeah, especially when like you're traveling, like flights will really dehydrate you.
Oh my god, I've been nothing but dry since I got off the plane here in Vegas.
Yeah, this is a desert.
I'm just like
and LA is a desert too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like
yes, it's like ash, and my face just feels dry.
Order a humidifier. They'll bring one to your room. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, cool. I'm gonna try that. That's a really that's an expert tip. Do you feel like you see yourself moving back to Chicago?
No, I don't see myself moving back to Chicago. It's way too cold. I could be like a snowbird, like somewhere like Chicago or New York. Like I love both of those cities, and then spend like the winter time in Florida or California. Or,
cool.
I don't know, Mexico someplace. But I could see myself moving here actually to Vegas.
It's nice here.
There's quite a lot happening, and it's a bit more affordable.
It seems like a good like porn city.
It does.
That there's work here.
And then my commute would just be like this airport to LAX versus like the 405.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Aw. Thank you so much, Kit. This has been such a pleasure to talk to you.
Maybe I'll try to catch you when you're in LA.
Yes, yeah, definitely. I'll slide into your DMs.
Yeah, do it. I'm gonna look for you.
Where can people find you?
You can find me most likely, onlyfans.com/Kit Mercer, KITMERCER. I'm also on AVN Stars, and then Twitter is Kit Mercer XXX. And Instagram right now is not Kit Mercer, always subject to change.
Fucking Instagram, man. Why are they shutting so many people down? I don't understand.
They'll shut you down if you post a dog picture. It doesn't even have to be nudity. It's like, you're in porn.
It's like, look, that dog has nipples and we can see them. Like, she just gave birth. Fucking Instagram. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Kit Mercer, everybody. Oh my God, my ass is sore.